room, so we don't need to go overkill on products. Hi, I'm just Tricky, and let's talk about basic catheter supply. Of course, we're all very different. These are my basic catheter supplies that I use for my suprapubic catheter flow. I just want to start by saying I am in the UK, so some of these products may not be available in the US and elsewhere. However, I will put the codes below just in case you're able to get them. I'm one of them people who don't bullshit, so I'm not going to tell you need 1,001 products to get by with a suprapubic catheter, because at the end of the day you have to store them, no one stores them for you, and it takes up a little bit of room, so we don't need to go overkill on products. Of course there are other products out there, but these are my ones that I use for my basic catheter care, and yeah, let's get on to the video. I absolutely swear by these. They are the Link Medical open tip catheters, not to be confused with the OPTIFLO catheters. There is a difference. I will show you, because I believe in education brings awareness, and of course, like, you don't want to just be like getting a catheter and not knowing what you're actually getting. So Link Medical, I'm speaking for the NHS here, actually save the NHS money. It comes fully packed with everything they need to do the catheter change. So this syringe to de-inflate the balloon. I have the Instagel. Now some people swear by this and some people are like, it definitely doesn't work. I still use it for tube changes, and I don't know if it works or not because I use catheter, but it's good to have in the pack. And then it also comes with a sterile syringe for the balloon inflation once the catheter is replaced. It comes with a little leaflet, which honestly my nurses never read. I mean, they're pros, but it's quite interesting because the Link Foley catheters may be left in situ, which means left in your bladder, whether that be a urethral catheter or a suprapubic catheter, for a maximum of 12 weeks. Now, obviously that doesn't apply to me. I have a tube change every 4 weeks. Some people with suprapubic catheters go 10 weeks. I've not really heard of anyone going beyond 10 weeks. Honestly, once you get your suprapubic catheter, it becomes like a learning curve. You learn different products, you learn different materials, which I'll get onto in a minute. You kind of just need to work out what's good for you. So what works for me might not work for you. All shebang. I love this catheter, and I only use this brand, and I only use this open tip catheter from Link Medical. So the tip, I'm not going to open it because, you know, stock and all, but the tip is literally an open tip with a drainage hole. This is meant to stop blocking of debris and stuff, and I must admit I noticed a massive difference in blocking when I switched latex catheter to Link Medical's open tip or silicone catheter. I am not affiliated with Link. I have done a video with them, which is actually my first YouTube video ever, and what inspired me to start the whole Just Tricky channel. So definitely give that a check out, because we talk about some very, very important subjects. However, yeah, Link haven't asked me to do this video. I generally use that catheter 24/7, and I have done for the last 1.5 years. So yeah, not affiliated with Link, but love them. So just want to say, Link are currently not international. They are a UK brand. However, they do a partnership with Yushin. I hope I'm saying that right. So if anyone who is outside of the UK would like to try one, I will definitely get the link from Link, and hopefully you'll be able to get the same catheter. That is probably one of my all-time favourite products. I use them around summertime and for special occasions if I don't want to rock flow in a backpack. Yeah. Belly bags. If you've not heard about belly bags, you need to know. I will do a whole video on belly bags because honestly they deserve a whole video. They are amazing. But it is literally a bag that sits on your belly with an adjustable strap around the back that connects to your suprapubic catheter. I'm not sure if you can use them for urethral catheter, so you will have to check, but I can imagine you can. The only downside to them is they only hold 1,000 mils and they don't connect to a night bag at night. But they're brilliant if you want to rock a dress without a leg bag or a backpack like me. These are what you need. Up is CLINIFIX. I use these actually with the belly bag just to give Flo that extra bit of support. However, you can use them on your legs, your belly. You can use them pretty much for most things. They are a catheter securement device, a bit like UgoFix, etc. I personally didn't get along with UgoFix. I do have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, so the skin deterioration is a massive thing for me. I do find if I put the CLINIFIX in the same place over and over and over and over again, that I do get skin breakdown, which EDS is bound to happen. However, these are the best ones I found. Just remember when you do use them to move the Velcro strap, and underneath is a blue tab that you do need to remove to give that extra bit of securement for your catheter. Next up is the bladder washout territory. I do have a tutorial of how to do a washout coming up soon, but I think it's very important before I even mention anything further for washouts that you need to be approved by a urologist, your GP or your district nurse. It's so important. You really don't want to end up getting an infection or pulling too hard with resistance in your bladder. You will damage your bladder or your suprapubic tract. So yeah, please be approved. So I was approved from the day I left the hospital with Flo because I wanted it set up from the get-go. I wanted to have full control. It's taking control back on your body. If you're able to do it, brilliant. If you're not, then it's totally okay. Like, you don't need to worry. But yeah, it takes minutes. They just tell you how to do it, show you how to do it, show you the risks, stress the importance of antibacterial gel, etc. and you're good to go. So please just start the actual product. So to start with this one, you will see this bad boy on my Hysis video if you've watched it. If you haven't watched it, I will link it down below. So this is a Uretainer. I always say it looks like a fluid bag. So this is a 50ml one. They also come in 100ml. My bladder is very small, so I just stick with the 50. It's easier that way. So what happens is you take the cap off, you put this into your catheter tube bit. So here, where your bag goes, you then release this tab. This fluid, which is a sterile fluid, goes into your bladder. You close the tab, and then after a bit you undo the tab, and all the debris and this saline and probably a bit of pee comes out. These are brilliant. They're actually really good to help maintain a bladder function. If you're like me and have a free flow catheter, these are brilliant. Now I use two types of washout. So I'll use the Uretainer, obviously to help maintain a bit of bladder function because I am a free flowing catheter owner. However, I also use these, which is the OPTIFLO bulbs. Now you can use these without the syringe, however, EDS hands, I am not able to squeeze them into my bladder, hold it until it's time to release. So I just find it easier to use the catheter, and what I do is I use the sterile cap to kind of suckage this saline out into this. As I said earlier, I will be doing a washout tutorial, and I will be using these two products, and I highly recommend them. Next up, I have the G-straps. Now, I don't wear one of these 24/7. If I'm honest, I wear Flow in a backpack and using a night bag 24/7. I use a belly bag every now and then, and I'm not partial to a leg bag. I don't find them comfortable, and I find they give me spasms. Again, that's just me personally, but yeah. But however, I do use these if I am using a leg bag or if I'm needing to secure flow for whatever reason. Now these are brilliant, and I do believe they come in two sizes. I have the 50cm one, and as you can see from the back, your catheter goes into there and it is secured. It is another type of catheter securement device, a bit like the CLINIFIX, but without an adhesive. So if you do suffer from really bad skin breakdown, these might be a good idea. Up, I have some of the basics. So I have two of these, believe it or not. They are to dip test at home. I highly recommend getting them. You can get them on like Amazon, or you can get them from your GP, or at least I did get mine from my GP. These. Now, to begin with, I laugh when I look at these now, because to begin with I was like, hell no, what are these? They look like dog bags. they are brilliant. Perfect for washouts, perfect for if you need to wipe off your suprapubic catheter and then just put it in the bin. Like, they're complimentary items from Charter. Again, that's a UK based company, I do believe. I might be wrong. You need something like these, even if you get dog poop bags from Walmart, Asda, wherever you are, they come in handy. Of course, you need antibacterial gel. There's 101 different brands. Just make sure you get one that's medical grade. Also, these. Obviously, you need a catheter bag. I don't use flip flows at all. I have a very small bladder, so they just didn't make sense to me, and I was finding that they was causing a lot of spasms, so I'm not pro flip flow, unfortunately, but I do use majority of the time night bags. So they are the 2 litre bags. They're the bigger ones. I use Solarplast, I do believe. Yep. And I've never had a problem with them, to be honest. I also use the Solarplast leg bags, but I don't use them very often. And the only other thing I do use suprapubic catheter wise is high assist, which is of course prescribed by my urologist or my GP. Yeah, so they are my suprapubic catheter basics. I don't really use anything else, and I get by just fine. I know there's a load of people who use the gloves and they use a lot of different products. However, like I said at the beginning, you have to store this. No one stores it for you. If you're like me, I only have my bedroom to store my stuff in, so it can come a bit claustrophobic, but for the most part, honestly, the storage situation isn't bad. If you want a storage video, I am more than happy to film that for you. This was my suprapubic catheter basics. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It does help me a lot. And see you next time. And remember, think awareness, not attention.